Hi, I'm Heather Hansen, Clear Speech Specialist at Hansen Communication Lab, where I help talented top professionals speak clearly and confidently in global English. Today I'm making a quick video because I got a question from a YouTube subscriber, Ann Nguyen, who asked, how can I stop translating from my native language into English? And she called this a bad habit. Well, first of all, Anne, I want to let you know that this isn't a bad habit at all. What you're doing is perfectly okay, and it's actually a very natural part of the language learning process. Anne was born and raised in Vietnam and has been living in the UK for 2 years now. So it's not surprising to me, Anne, that you're having this difficulty where you're still doing translation. And that's a perfectly normal step. So how can we start to move past that step to become even more confident and to speak fluently and with a good flow? First of all, I want you to increase your input, and it should be quick language. Watch a lot of television. Listen to people speaking conversational English, where the words go a bit faster, where people are being more natural. And also think about reading more. Get as much English input as you can. And when you're reading, I don't want you reading slowly, word for word for word. I'd like you to skim. Just skim, trying to get the biggest highlights and chunks of information. Skim at a rate where you don't have time to translate, where you aren't forcing yourself to have 100% comprehension, but you're really just trying to get an overall picture. This is how you can start moving forward and past this wall that's suddenly there where you find yourself translating a lot. It's possible over time you will still be translating, but the hope is that as you get more and more comfortable with the language, as you're using it continually, that translation decreases. Now, the second thing I'd like you to do is also to increase your output. So that means making sure to speak in English all the time. Are you hanging out with a lot of Brits, or have you found other Vietnamese who you can speak Vietnamese with during the day? Because that's what happens to a lot of people when they move to a new country. They end up finding people who speak their own language, and then you know what? You don't get that benefit of speaking English. So make sure that you're getting out there. Make sure that you are integrating and having lots of conversations with native English speakers, because the more you use the language, the faster you are going to get over that hump of the translation, because you'll find eventually that you don't want to take the time to do that translation, right? And that could also be something that's holding you back, is the mindset piece, thinking that you have to be perfect and it's not good enough. So you're looking for that exact word that you use in Vietnamese that you want to use in English. And sometimes you can just get something close. Don't worry about having an enormous vocabulary right now. Just think about trying to get your message across as best you can so that people can best understand you. So Anne, I thank you very much for the question, and I'm sure that there are so many of you out there who are having the same difficulties. If you've had these same struggles, please leave your notes in the comments about how you've been able to overcome them. Do you agree with my tips? Do you have some ideas that I haven't shared? I'd love to hear it. Until then, happy speaking. If you'd like to learn more about clear speech and pronunciation, please sign up for my free 8-part pronunciation short course. Go to EnglishPronunciationCourse.com and fill in your information to get immediate access to download this fantastic content. I'll see you there.